Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Chosen ones, empaths. Many of you have woken up to the narcissist that was involved in your life, and you've embarked on the healing journey, the path of enlightenment. You began to enrich your soul, introspect, heal, and possibly a lot of you are a lot further on than this than now, but you may have initially, when you first discovered narcissism, you first woke up to it. You tried to explain to people about what you went through. And you probably got a lot of blank faces staring back at you. These could have been your nearest and dearest, could have been family members, could have been friends. And they didn't understand what it is you went through, right? And maybe even possibly some of them thought that you were losing the plot, going crazy, right? This is quite a common occurrence for victims of narcissistic abuse to experience being labelled as the crazy one after the encounter with the narcissist involved in their lives. It's quite common. And, what you need to realize is a lot of people just don't understand because they haven't been through it, right? They haven't been through what you went through. So, for the ones that are thinking you're crazy or it's coming from a place of concern, but it's like they should hear you out, You may have known these people for a long time. They may be your family members. They may be a long-time friend. But they just can't pierce the veil like you have. You've pierced the veil. You see beneath the veil now. You're awakened to narcissism. So you're going to continue on in your journey and, let people think what they think, There's no point tirelessly trying to explain to people what it is you went through, because fundamentally they just don't understand. They haven't got the comprehension to grasp what it is you went through, right? If this was a romantic relationship that you were involved with this narcissist in your life, people would just take it, it's just a breakup. That's what they take it as. And they'll look at you as you're going overboard. You're looking at it in too much detail. You're going too deep. That's the sort of comments you'll get, If this was a friend that was a narcissist involved in your life, people would think, oh, you've just fallen out of your friend. Like, they won't understand the severity of the situation. If this was, someone at work, a boss perhaps, that was the narcissist involved in your life, and you tried to explain to people, they would just say, oh, it's just how bosses are, They don't understand the intensive abuse that you've been put through. They don't understand the torment, the devaluation, the pain, the hurt, what you've been through. And this basically comes from their lack of comprehension. It's not so much a lack of empathy. So don't misdiagnose these people as if they're narcissists as well. Because that could be, especially early on in your healing journey, in your path to enlightenment, you might start labeling people that are close to you as their narcissists as well, but it's actually a lack of comprehension more than a lack of empathy. They may have empathy, but it's their lack of comprehension. It's the lack of them being awake. They're asleep, right? So just understand that you're going to run into people that label you as crazy or don't understand you. Not all of them maybe label you as crazy, but they're not going to understand and get what it is you've exactly gone through, right? And realistically, you don't even need them to understand. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. You don't really need them to understand, Whether you believe in God or the universe or whatever, like, God knows, the universe knows what you've gone through. You know what you've gone through. You know it's the truth. As long as these people's influence isn't making you doubt yourself. If it's making you doubt yourself and your own perception of reality, right? That you know you've endured this narcissistic abuse, and these people that you're around, friends or family perhaps, are making you doubt your own judgment, then they're not necessarily being beneficial for your well-being in your life. And it's probably better to avoid those people, or avoid getting into interactions that consist of the narcissist that was involved in your life, because, you know, agree to disagree. They don't understand what you're saying. There's no point bringing it to their attention. There's no point talking to them. But if they're preoccupied with trying to change your judgment, you know, change your perception, you could say they're doing it from a place of care, you know. They don't want you to be hurt. They liked it when you were happy-go-lucky. They don't want you to be hurt. They don't want you to be upset. So maybe they're trying to change your perception and make you see it through a different scope, through a different lens, to help you. It's a naive way that it's not naive. It's a bit of a, it's from a place of care, you know. They may be undermining stuff, and it may seem like they're not reciprocating it, but it's actually because they may be quite triggered and fearful about seeing you in this state, you know, seeing your awakening firsthand. Now you can empathize. As you as the highly empathetic, authentic individual that you are, you can empathize in this situation. And if you was on the opposite side of someone going through an awakening, perhaps maybe you would do the same thing if you hadn't been through it. You know? Being around your friends and family that have known you for a long time, and they're seeing you go through this awakening, they're seeing you go into this path of enlightenment, they're seeing you go on the healing journey, it can be quite daunting for them to witness this, right? So all I'm saying is to you, don't mislabel people that are in your circle, your friends or your family, as if they're narcissists, because it's quite common that you may think they're narcissists because they're not hearing you out, they're not being coherent, they're not on the same page as you, and you feel like they're undermining you. But it can be coming from a place of help. They want to help you. They don't like seeing you in that state. They want you to be back to your old self, you know? So that's why it may seem like they're downplaying it, or they're trying to change your perception and make you view it in a different way, right? But there will be some, you know, because you're on this path of enlightenment, right? You're on this healing journey. You're gonna find your purpose. You're gonna achieve great things now, right? You will do, after going through the experience you endured. So you're gonna have some people that think you're crazy, you know, that are not, that say that you're crazy, or say you're this, or say you're that. You're gonna have some people that do that, but you're also gonna have people that generally do care about you, and it's not that they're undermining you or belittling you or not taking on board what you're saying. It's just coming from a place of care and them being daunted by seeing you transform in the way that you've transformed, because it's a huge transformation that takes place. Going through the narcissistic abuse, awakening from narcissistic abuse, going on the healing journey, the path of enlightenment. It's a huge transformation that takes place in your own world and in your own life. So it can be quite daunting for those that are around you, right? But for anyone that's labeling you as crazy, or thinking you've lost the plot, or stuff like that, or you're hearing through gossip, you're hearing people gossip about you, or you're hearing people say you've gone crazy, you lost the plot, these are just unawakened souls, you know. They're naive, they're stupid, right? You know, they just call you crazy because it's something they don't understand. They don't understand, so it's easier to label you as crazy, you know. You might have not been acting yourself, you know, so they just call you crazy. They don't want to look deeper into the reason why you might not be behaving like your usual self. You may not have your usual same spirit that you carry normally, you know. So they just cast it off aside as you're going crazy. You know, those people, you know, forget about them, right? But I wanted to just make it clear in this message that if you do have any friends or family that are trying to downplay what's happened, the severity of what's happened, they're trying to make you see it in another way. You know what you know the truth, and ultimately they can be, not always, but they can be doing this from a place of care, because it has caught them, given them a huge shock in seeing this transformation take place within you. From after the experience of the narcissist involved in your life, it can be a huge shock for them seeing this transformation take place. So it's easier for them to try downplay. It's easier for them to try change the way you see things, because they think that's best for you, right? You're growing, you're evolving, you're developing, you're ascending, right? You're gonna, on your path to success, you know, you're gonna get your haters. You're gonna get people that saying you're this or you're that. You know, this is what will happen. You know, you're on a journey now, right? So maybe you don't need to tell those people, you know, you don't even need to talk about the experience of the narcissist involved in your life, or try and make people see what you see, you know? Do it on your project. Do it in your project, you know? Some of you are writing books. Some of you do artwork. Some of you do poetry. Some of you do music. Some of you do various things. Or you're embarking on new things. You know, maybe you can do it through that as an outlet. And when you do it through your book or your music or your artwork or your poetry or whatever it is that you do, when you do it through that, then people are going to reciprocate. And then you're still going to have your haters as well. You're still going to have your haters as well. People that saying they're crazy, people that saying this, people that saying that, you know? Even if you look what happened to Jesus when he was sent to the people. Regardless if you take this as mythology, you take it as fact, you take it as law, just extract some meaning from it. Even Jesus, when he went to people, he had the naysayers. He had the people that were saying he was crazy. He had the people that were saying he was this, saying he was that. Right? It's happened throughout history. Right? So it's no different for you. You're going to have people that call you crazy, don't understand what you say, but just don't misinterpret those closest to you. Because you're on a short fuse. After being involved with the narcissist involved in your life, you've got a very short fuse. And you may snap at those that are closest to you, and they're actually coming from a genuine place of trying to make you feel better. You know, it's not people pleasing, but they're generally concerned for you and they want you to feel better. So they'll try and put a spin on things. They'll try and make you see it through a different way. You know, that it can be that as well. So I hope this video helps. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got a secondary channel, the spiritual channel. Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting ZionMembership.com. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.